not racist, but I have a lot of black friends and I say a lot of crazy shit to them. Not too sure if I'm gonna get canceled for that. I hope not. I feel like if you're not close enough with someone to make fun of their racial oppression, you're not really friends. But regardless, the reason that I'm telling you guys this is just because I make a lot of racist jokes to all of my friends of all sorts of races and colors and shapes. I'm not actually racist, okay? I know when to turn it off. Like, for example, okay, one of my roommates is African American, and whenever he gets mad at me and raises his voice, I go, "No, please don't shoot, take anything you want." And you know, just because I do that, it doesn't mean I'm actually afraid of black people, you know? It's because me and him are close enough to make those jokes. And the same logic applies to whenever we see a dog in public and he says, "Yo, get that shit away from Sid." You know, it's all love, it's all jokes. But here's the thing, okay? When it comes to the racist jokes you make to your friends, I feel like they're always absurdly exaggerated and clearly like sarcastic and comedic, right? You say outlandish racist shit as a joke. But when it comes to real life racism, to actual people who are legitimately racist and don't like certain races, it's subtle, you know, it's in their head. They're kind of, they think they're below them. They're not saying outlandish shit and making monkey noises. Now, despite that being the most risky thing I've said here on the channel, the reason that I'm saying all of this is because recently I've actually been proven wrong. Like I said before, I always thought that racist people had the common decency to, you know, not be outlandishly racist in public. You know, if they're gonna be racist, it's gonna be in their head, you know? Or at least not make the same level jokes / insults that we do to our friends, you know? Like I said before, a racist white guy is never gonna go up to a black guy in public and make a bunch of monkey noises. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about someone who did exactly that. As a matter of fact, they did exactly that, got caught on camera, and got canceled for it, and now like their entire life is ruined all because of like a 60-second clip. Either way, without that being said, I would like you guys all to meet Kailey Sheldon, or as I like to call her, the fix your skin color girl. Now, despite her being absolute fine shit, she's actually disgusting because, well, she's racist. And if you're wondering as to why I came to that conclusion, here's the rundown. Basically, you got this guy named Snarp, okay? And he's kind of like one of those prank vlog channels that film themselves going around fucking with people in public, kind of like Danny Duncan or Jadeon. But this guy in particular mainly likes to go onto college campuses and fuck with the students, especially at football games, where he'll go to a college football game and pretend to be a fan of the other team. And obviously, because these games are filled with drunk college students, it makes for great content, I'm not gonna lie. Now, despite Snarp doing this at pretty much every big college to exist, today we're gonna be focusing on this video right here, Pitt fans troll West Virginia. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like, okay? They dress up as University of Pittsburgh fans and go to West Virginia and troll the football fans there. And you know, this video is pretty much just like any one of his other videos, except for about halfway through where we meet the protagonist of today's video, Kailey Sheldon. And basically what happened was, while Snarp and this guy were trolling her and her friend group, this guy says to her, "Fix your makeup." And she responds with probably like the worst possible thing you could say on camera.
Cringe, cringe, cringe. Hey, fix your makeup, cringe. Fix your makeup.
Fix your skin color.
Whoa! She just said, fix my skin color.
So, yeah, that was just, like, absurdly unnecessary. As a matter of fact, I don't think there was a more out-of-pocket thing she could have said, alright? Like, this dude was just like, "Yo, fix your makeup." And she just says, "Fuck black people." Like, that is a huge jump, 0 to 100 real quick. Like, no offense to this guy, he's actually really funny, but he looks like a bigger version of Lil Tecca. Okay, and Lil Tecca is fucking chopped. She could have just said that. She didn't have to be goddamn racist. But either way, after this video went viral, the internet does what they do best, and they fucking stalked her and found all of her social media accounts. And of course, this chick just got absolutely torn to shreds, okay? If you go to her Instagram right now, all of her comments are off. And you know what? As a matter of fact, if you go to her clothing Instagram with like 6 fucking followers, her comments are filled with hate there too. She even made a public apology saying like, "Hey guys, I'm not racist, I promise." But I just think this whole thing is so funny because that insult right there is like something I would say to my black friends. You know, going back to the original point, right? How I'm racist towards my friends of color, but as a joke, you know, that is some outlandish shit that I would say to a black or Mexican friend, you know, just to fuck with them. But then you got this girl who was using comedically racist remarks unironically, you know? Like what? And on top of that, dude, she said that after seeing the camera. It's not like she didn't know she was being filmed. I don't know what the fuck is going through this girl's head. She is a literal brick. When it comes to her being actually racist, I don't know. You know, I want to say that she's not, and she was just, you know, doing a low blow because this guy insulted her and made her feel bad and was just like, fix your skin color. But it's like, why was that the first thing you thought of, you know? Oh, black guy, skin color. You feel me? Like, what? What? I don't know. This girl might be fucking racist. I mean, after all, she does go to West Virginia. Like that, I would assume if there's any racist students at any school, it would be West fucking Virginia, right? It's like the inbred capital of the world. Her apology also just makes absolutely no sense. I mean, it's like your generic, usual apology, but then she says something like, I did not intend to be racist with my words or something, and it's like, the fuck do you mean? You said fix your skin color, dude. What are you talking about? That is like telling a disabled person to fix his legs and then being like, I wasn't trying to be ableist. Like, what? That is literally like calling a black person the N-word and being like, I wasn't trying to be racist, you know? She literally was just being racist. This girl's digital footprint is also absolutely cooked, you know? Like, first of all, that video is absurdly viral. Hella people are reposting her just being blatantly racist to this black dude. And on top of that, there's even like tea accounts on Instagram reposting her. People have made campaigns about this girl trying to spread this message that this one Asian girl in particular is absurdly racist. And, you know, honestly, I don't feel bad. What the fuck? Like, what? Here's what I think is the psychology behind this, okay? Because when you insult someone, it's either because you are finding a way to put them below you, okay? If you think that you are genuinely a higher than someone, you're not really, unless they do some fucking crazy shit, you're not gonna go out of your way to insult them. Now, let's take this example, right? Asian girl, black guy. This guy comments on this girl's makeup. Clearly, this girl wears a lot of makeup. So, it probably takes her a lot of time to do it. So when he insults her makeup, despite her being pretty attractive, he is putting her below him because, you know, he's insulting her makeup, which might make her attractive, but it's still like, it's part of her, you know? And by saying that, he is putting her below her, right? So immediately, her first response is to put him below her. And her initial gut reaction to that was, he's black, I can use that to my advantage. I'm going to insult his skin color. I don't think that she's inherently racist, but I think that she sees the oppression that black people face because of their skin color as a way to inherently put them below her. You know, the experiences and the shit that they go through because they are black, she doesn't have to deal with that, and she sees that as a way, this guy probably has a harder in society than me, I'm gonna make fun of him for it. Just like because he doesn't have to put on makeup. The guy doesn't have to wear makeup while she does. And she doesn't have to be black while the guy does, you know? That is what I think the situation is about and what was going through her head. I don't think she actually hates black people. I just think that she doesn't really give a fuck what they've gone through and doesn't really respect them. So, yeah, bottom line, this chick is still fucking racist. Alright, I think that is going to be the video. I would give you guys my final thoughts, but honestly, like, that whole, like, breakdown I just gave to you guys, that kind of was my final thoughts with this whole situation. And when it comes to all the hate and shit she's getting, I don't give a fuck. I don't think she deserves all of this, like, the death threats, but it's like, you played a stupid game, you won a stupid prize. Who the fuck cares what happens to this chick? But, yeah. That's pretty much going to be the video, guys. Hope I educated all of you. Hope I entertained at least one. Hope I entertained all of you. Hope I educated at least one of you. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. What are you doing watching this far into the video anyway? But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Peace out. Love you all. Bye.